the only surefire way to survive a modern horror movie, you pretty much got to be gay.
Hello and welcome to the final podcast. The last podcast you will ever listen to.
Yo, Final Bros are here. It's Brian Hopway LaGrasse and Shane. I've never been so open for you, Smith.
He's wide open, ladies.
Yeah, Mike,
and gents.
the cannibal. He's a gypsy. He's here. It's Mike G and Maddie with the stick.
Full disclosure, producer Matt just took a bat shit.
How was your shit?
How was that, Matt?
Fantastic.
It was that Wendy's hitting, right? Yeah.
You were holding it a while. You were holding it, weren't you?
I just want to be to the point where I'm lording. Do you know what I'm saying? Where I'm straight lording.
Lording? You're just lording?
And I want to get you guys all to the point where we're all lording together.
I just want to assume my role in life as like a troglodyte.
Oh, so we are bringing that back for the end of sequel September.
Yeah, it is the last. It is the last week of sequel September. We are reviewing Scream 4. It's the headliner. It's the one behind the 5 because it's Scream 4. It's also behind the 6 and the 7.
And it's also after 3, 2, and maybe 1.
Because 7, 8, 9.
Like, I just want somebody to walk up, like, past me and be like, that guy's a lording right now.
What does it look to lord though? Can I give a description of what it looks like to just be lording?
Shane, could you demonstrate lording?
Yeah, you're kind of just like.
Oh my god!
I have a cat who is currently snuggling my big toe.
Can you show the public your feet?
I mean, one of them, because the other one's being occupied by a cat.
Great. Cool. Just want the views. Okay, thank you.
That's good. Yo, should I stand up and like give a real close up to the cat? They don't deserve that yet.
No, they don't deserve it.
Soon.
So we have reviewed Scream. I feel like quite often we've been popping these like fucking Xannies.
Yeah, we're trying to get through this. Not that we want to rush the series, but with this series being one of the ones that like new movies are rapidly coming out lately, we want to get caught up and try to do those.
Because this shit ain't stopping. Scream's it's a hit. It's a banger. It's a heater.
Yeah. It's probably one of the best just like horror series ever. Not,
Ghostface?
Not just slasher. Like it's in general. It's the most. It's definitely the most consistent. Like I can't think of a. I haven't seen the newest one, but I can't think of a movie series that just has good movie after good movie in this genre over the set that it has. Because I've seen 6 and they've all been good.
Yeah, there's not a bad movie in the series.
I stopped at this one. Should I continue?
100%.
Jenna Ortega.
Yeah, she's really good, but it's not even just her.
Like really good to the point like you would fuck the shit out of her?
No, that's not what I'm talking about. You need to calm down.
Can I open up to you about my sexual fantasies?
Bunk. Go to horny jail.
I kind of want to like do it like while wearing a Ghostface mask.
That's fair.
It
is fair.
Like we both are, or maybe a whole orgy of it. Like it's just all Ghostface masks.
Okay. So I have a movie for you. Hellraiser 8 Hellworld. Go watch that.
Is there a Hellraiser orgy?
There's a masked orgy.
I'm in.
It's either that or Eyes Wide Shut. You choose.
I seen that movie.
It's orgy.
Did you like that? Because you hate Nicole Kidman for some reason.
She's so fucking boring. Anyway, yeah, so like Brian would, to just go off of what Brian was saying, Scream 4 and the Scream series in general, the best slasher series, top to bottom in terms of quality. Now, I think we all agree it doesn't have the singular best slasher movie, but it, as a collective, is the best.
As a whole.
Yes.
It's lording is what you're saying.
I think it's just like, it's the fact that Wes Craven went into this in the late 90s, knowing that like this movie's going to be a total parody, super meta, and he's never going to let his foot off the gas. Like the jokes, it's super clever, the cameos, the fact that they do something that not a lot of horror movies do, where they introduce like the double killer.
Yeah.
And they do that in like 3 out of the first 4 movies.
Yep.
Is a double killer.
Rank them. Go real quick.
Scream movies?
Yeah.
1, 4, 2, 5, 6, 3.
Not a big fan of 3. Okay, so I stopped at 4, so I'm going to go 4, 1, 3, 2. 4, 1, 2, 3.
I apologize. I have actually never seen the 6. I've seen 1 through 5.
Okay.
6 is the one I'm missing. But I would say 1, 2, 4, 5, 3.
Yeah.
Both had 3 last, huh?
You put 3 last.
We all had 3 last, huh? You know, that's a lord move right there.
Yes, you're
We're
such
lording.
a lord. One thing I want to also talk about before we jump into the spooky pit is this was the last movie ever directed by Wes Craven before he passed away.
When did he die?
I'll check it.
Yeah,
Matt
thank you.
fact checked it.
Because I know this movie came out in 2011.
That's crazy. He was on his game. This movie's like very quick and very
August
clever.
30th, 2015.
Okay, so he died 4 years after this.
How old was he?
I think he's like in his upper 70s, 80s.
76.
Yeah.
So in his like early 70s, he was pounding this out.
Well, so he was semi-retired. While he came out of retirement, true story, because he didn't want the last movie he ever directed to be My Soul to Take.
That's fair.
So he came back and did Scream 4 so he could end on a high note.
I feel like in 2011, this movie was like as up to date as you can be in terms of like wit and quickness and
Yes, I agree.
comedy.
This movie, I also would say, is ahead of its time with the whole live streaming is going to become like the new medium.
They say that's the new killer's move, right? Like the live streaming kills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not just, even just the kills part out of it, like from this moment, this is 2011, then you would go on to like Vine Stars and like Jake Paul, like Logan Paul vlogging and like other, I don't know, many vloggers. Jake Paul, I just know because
The Paul brothers really like pioneered that fucking garbage content, but yeah.
Yeah. This is kind of topical. Did you see the Impulsive episode with Dominic Mysterio on it?
No, I know.
Needs to be viewed because they start talking about, WWE, but they're talking about the trips to Japan. And they're like, oh, Logan, Dom's like, literally, there's a quote. He's like, oh, Logan, have you ever been there? I heard they have a really nice, and he was about to say forest, but he gets cut off by Logan. He's like, yeah, no, of course, I've been there. And Dom's like, oh, yeah, it's just, you didn't come with the overseas trip. He's like, do they even let you back? He's like, and they talk about him being banned. And Dom's like, well, I'm going to tell you, if you ever do, like, come back, you should probably wear the hat.
That's great.
So he did that interview as like Dirty Dom? Is that why he said that?
No, I think he was just Dom Mysterio because he made a joke.
Wow.
He's like, I'm a heel.
That's crazy. Also, Logan's never, no matter how long he lives, he'll never.
Oh, dude, it's hilarious to watch because like Logan has this like serious look on his face. He's probably selling it to be fair, but his like the guy he does it with is fucking cackling.
Is that Mike Malak?
Yeah, he is laughing the entire
Logan's
time.
going to be fucking 80, and somebody would bring that up to him.
It's sick.
He's
But
never going to live that down.
I just figured you guys would actually like to go watch that. And if you haven't yet, I know it's like 2 months after, go watch it.
I like
Y'all
that.
peep it. I like Dom a lot.
Yeah.
I like that podcast. I used to listen to it a lot. Yeah.
So,
Good stuff.
unless you guys have something else to say, we can jump
Jump
into the spooky pit.
Scream 4, released in 2011. After 10 years, Sidney Prescott is once again haunted by the Ghostface Killer after her cousin has become a target. Directed by Wes Craven, stars Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, David Arquette, Emma Roberts, Hayden Panettiere, Eric Knudsen, Rory Culkin, Alison Brie, and a slew of incredible cameos. I'm sure we will cover. It's kind of like a Scream staple at this point to just bring in all these stars.
There's a lot of hit points we got to get to. The fucking cast in this movie. Holy fuck.
Great cast, very clever, fun story, ahead of its time, super meta. Enjoy all of it. I just love I love the horror theme, and it's great. It's wonderful. It's good stuff. Just a fun early 2010s flick.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, because this was a time, right, where 2010, early 2010s, that was like a rough time for horror.
Wasn't
right?
great. Yeah. I feel like the 2010s just in general.
So this was like
the end,
a
it got
bright
good.
spot.
It got good, I get the thing, like towards the end of the 2010s. That's when you got like your Get Outs, your Us's, your Midsommers, your Hereditaries, your Witch. That was like mid 2010s.
All movies.
Lighthouse.
I think we reviewed every single one of those movies you mentioned.
Yeah, because like A24, so.
Yeah, we're not an A24 podcast. We've just done almost every movie.
It's true. Done a lot of them. Good stuff.
Let's talk about the double fake out we get in the beginning here.
Yeah, let me just break it down real quick. What we do here on this show, final podcast, a little bit what we do. We're going to review the movie start to finish, scene by scene, a little color, offbeat commentary from the crew here. And like I said, we're going to go pretty much into pretty gory detail about the kills. After the film is done, we are going to give our review. Then we kind of like discuss the best kill of the movie, wrap it up in a nice tight bow. And that's pretty much the show. It's pretty much what we do here. We do this every week, usually with a horror movie, and usually with our bare feet.
Oh, I thought he was talking about bare feet.
Are you like me and I just don't understand what he just said?
like the animal, the bear? Bare feet?
Oh, bare feet.
Yeah, like bare feet.
Oh,
Like
I see what he's saying now. He's saying like a grizzly bear's feet.
Yes.
Or like a black bear's feet, or like a golden bear's feet, or like a sun bear's feet, or like a gummy bear's feet.
But if you did
Or
see
like the
that
Bernstein
bear,
bear's
you would just
feet.
smush his face. That way it would go away.
What is this, fucking Middle Earth? What are we doing?
Or Care Bear's feet. There's a lot of bears, dude.
Middle Earth. What's Middle Earth?
Oh, you're questioning me, Mr. Bare Feet? You sick fuck.
So that was the commentary within the commentary.
We getting into the spooky pit? No, we just did that. We're gonna get into the movie.
Movie.
We're getting to stab 5, stab 6, stab 7.
A lot of stabbing to get to. A lot of stabbing. Lucy Hale, she's looking like a banana.
With that shirt.
And her friend Trudy,
Shane,
played by Amy Teagarden.
Yeah, that's correct.
Who you picking here, huh?
Amy Teagarden.
Sharp Jaw or Amy Teagarden?
Don't be rude to Lucy Hale. She was in your favorite movie of all time.
She was. Also a very solid TV show.
Pretty Little Liars, right?
That's the one.
I tongue-tied myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop. Yeah, so they start off, you think they're going to be the opening kills, Ghostface calls, yada, yada, yada. They both get stabbed and murdered. Psych. It's stab 5, being watched by Kristen Bell and Anna Paquin.
That's correct.
She's married to Dak Shepard, not Anna Paquin. Kristen Bell is. Thoughts on Dak Shepard?
He's funny once.
I like him.
Employee of the month. Good movie?
Yeah, it's
The
okay.
Dane Cook vehicle?
Yeah, Dak Shepard's in it.
Yeah, but it's the Dane Cook vehicle.
Dak Shepard plays a villain in the movie.
He does play him, right?
Yeah, Dak Shepard, he's really funny in the new guy.
He's in that. Without a paddle?
No, that was DJ Qualls. Also, Elijah.
I 100% mixed up those
Elijah
guys.
Dushku's in it too.
I don't know why.
Who might have been on our 06 baddie list from a couple weeks ago.
Whatever happened to DJ Qualls?
He's around.
He was in an episode of Breaking Bad.
He's around. I just saw him in something recently. I think he does like pop-up stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to Dak Shepard?
He has a podcast.
He's married to Kristen Bell.
Bell.
He's got a popular podcast. I forgot the name of it.
Is he in his 40s?
Definitely. Can you type in Dak Shepard's podcast?
Also,
It's something like something chair.
also his age. Maybe him shirtless too.
Oh, he's definitely tight.
See what he's packing.
Armchair expert. Is that what it's called?
It looks like it. Yeah, armchair expert.
That's a pretty clever name.
And what was the other questions? Age?
Oh, I didn't really care about his age.
Okay.
What I do care about is Anna Paquin and the gap in her tooth. Sexy or nah?
She's pretty, for sure.
She's really. Did you watch True Blood?
I did. I like that show. I also like X-Men where she plays Rogue.
Yeah, she was. I really liked her as Rogue.
Did you watch True Blood?
I did. I actually
I didn't watch True Blood.
I
have
like
nothing
True Blood.
against it, I just didn't watch it.
I liked it. I really did. I can't lie.
But let's talk about how
She's also married, though. I don't know if they're still married. She was married, I think, to a guy in True Blood. Matt, get to work. I think she was married to one of the dudes in True Blood. I'm pretty sure. Check Anna.
Dak Shepard. She was married to.
No, that's
You're
Kristen.
not looking up
That's,
Anna
Chris,
Paquin,
that's
that
Kristen
means-
Bell.
You're pushing me. You don't want to do that. I will fucking end you.
Anna Paquin spouse. While we talk about them,
Stephen Moyer.
yeah, Stephen Moyer. That's the male vampire character in True Blood.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. So they're going to have a little discussion about meta horror movies being stupid and how like everything's so meta and horror, blah, blah, blah. Anna Paquin's just going to stab Kristen Bell, right?
No, the opposite.
It's the opposite.
Yeah.
So Kristen Bell's going to stab Anna Paquin in the gut. Cut to that being stabbed 6 or 7.
7.
And now we're at the 2 real girls of the movie. So we start with a stab 6 inside a stab 7 inside a Scream 4.
Yeah.
Woodsboro. That's the town they're in. Don't give me that look. I'm fucking lording right now.
You're lording a lot of stabs in these movies. A lot of kills from Ghostface. Right out of the get-go.
Brad, did you think the 2 fake you outs was a little much, or did you like it?
I actually liked it.
I liked it a lot. Did
Yeah.
you like it?
No, I like it a lot. I think it's a really clever opening.
You have 2 dead black-haired girls and fucking 4 dead blondes. That's 6 deados right out of the start.
Well, we haven't killed the other 2 blondes yet. So the real people in the actual Scream 4 movie are going to get a call from Ghostface while watching Stab 7. They're obviously going to get brutally murdered. So now we have 4 dead
Also,
blondes.
because these girls are dead more in like the real
Cool
line
kill.
timeline.
I do want to mention one of the kills, though, where the girl gets stabbed in the back, thrown down a flight of stairs, and then has a garage door crush her back.
Well, okay, so first of all, you don't see the other girl die.
You don't. Yeah, she gets killed
She
off
gets
screen.
killed off screen. But yeah, so this girl gets a paid homage to the first movie.
Yes.
Right? Gets a little garage door slammed on her.
It's so much better, though, than the original
Well, yeah,
garage
'cause
door.
they didn't have the door actually be the one
Who
that
was
actually
the
kill
original
her.
garage? Was
It
that
was
Drew
Rose McGowan.
Oh, Rose.
Yeah, it was her best friend, right?
Yep. Sydney's best friend, Rose McGowan.
She played herself.
I can't think of her actual name. It's probably like Heather,
It starts with a T, I think.
Teresa.
Tessa.
No, not Tanya.
Teresac?
Troglodyte.
Yo, troglodyte. We figured it out.
I'm going to look up her name.
And then the actual opening, Scream 4. Shane, Scream 4 times for me.
No.
You did it last
I
week.
fucking
Tatum.
love how you...
Tatum.
I love how you did it last week at the end of that dog shit.
Oh, if there's something you should know about me, I'm not a dog. I don't do things on command.
Wow.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Sheen he thinks he's lording right
He
now.
thinks he's lording. He doesn't even know what that fucking means.
you know
I
what-
don't, because you've now used lording in the bad sense and the good sense. Because you did something dumb and you said that was such a lording move of me.
Can I lord for you real quick?
Please.
Is this lording? Like, right? Like,
Do you... Okay. So, get a good look at him.
Yeah.
You see the posture?
Yeah.
You see the hole in the jeans?
Yeah.
You see it? He's lording right now.
You haven't done that once, and
He's-
you've said you've lorded 3
He's
times.
Straight lording.
this is lording. This is what lording looks like, right? I'll push up the butt.
Yep.
Straight lording. Right? I think this looks like the lord. I almost died before.
It's Mike's fault. Because he told you to lord.
There's more than one form of lording.
I'm slowly learning.
Yo, quick question. Why does fucking Dewey have a twin bed? Bro wakes up in a twin. He's got a hot wife. Get her a fucking...
He's basically laying on top of her.
Yeah. He gets out of bed and she rolls over and she's covered in Dewey. Because he laid on top of her the whole night. That's such a lord.
He's totally lording over her.
Yeah,
number one. Number two, how's this guy the sheriff? He's the worst sheriff ever.
He's so fucking dumb. I want to reach through the TV and lord on him. Oh, there she is, my gal.
Yeah, she is pretty great.
Shane, you like her with long or short hair?
Both.
I was going to say something and I'm going to stop myself because that's what a lord would do.
Now I feel like you're using it as like a medieval sense that you're like a lord.
No, I'm not saying I'm like a Christ figure.
No,
you
no,
know?
like you're a landlord, like you lord the land.
That's a form of lording.
You just imagine like the power you have as a landlord.
Yeah. How crazy is that? Who's the hottest in this car as of
Oh,
right now?
That's the toughest question.
That
I've ever
is
been asked.
literally the hardest question. Did you actually answer it?
What if I went?
I said that's really tough.
That is
I honestly
such a tough
See,
question.
Matt, I know you. I know you better than you know yourself. You're picking backseat chick. I'm going Hayden.
So Hayden was like my crush like throughout this whole time.
Yeah.
But like I cannot give you her or Emma Roberts. It's a tough one because Emma Roberts is very pretty.
I crush on Emma Roberts too. So
Okay, I got that wrong. I thought you picked backseat
but
chick.
I do. They're adorable.
I mean, Backstreet Chick is the dark horse and all of this.
She's very pretty
Her
herself.
fucking face card is like perfect. She's got a real sharp jaw. That's a lording move.
You're gonna kill Brian.
I was like swallowing when you said that. Emma Roberts, though, like I don't know, she has like a very nice profile. She's
It's
like
a good profile. I think she might be lacking in body. That's something Hayden's not. You see her later in those tight jeans. She's definitely throwing ass, is what I'm saying.
But I'm saying is she's basically lording in those jeans.
Like when she gets, God, that's a spoiler. Do we use spoiler alert?
Of course, dude. I literally.
Yeah, when she gets killed later, that ass is lording.
Wait, who gets killed later?
Kirby.
Oh, I heard different, even though I haven't seen the later movies.
Oh, I see.
I see what you're doing. You sneak,
Yeah, well,
you
in the
snake.
context of the film,
In this movie, it's assumed she's dead, but that ass ain't dead. That was anti-Lord.
what you just did.
What do you guys think of Officer Judy?
Yo, she's attractive. Like,
Yeah, I like how obsessive she is.
she bakes. She fucking bakes.
Her
What?
lemon cakes look fantastic because they look a little gooey in the center.
Well,
I was like,
Courtney Cox also hot. And
yes,
like,
and Neve
Yes.
Campbell also hot.
Also
and
hot.
Allison Brie also hot.
I think Courtney Cox is like one of the few people that I think looks good with the plastic.
Yeah, I don't. She's
It sharpens her lips. They're basically lording over her face.
Like, you know those lording lips, right, Shane?
Oh yeah, no, all this. Yeah,
Like, she's clearly had work done, but she still looks good.
yeah. What about David Arquette?
No.
I actually think he's an attractive
Nah,
guy.
he's ugly as fuck.
Wait, you actually think that?
I like
I
his
think David
mustache.
I like
Arquette's
him.
a good looking
Yeah.
dude.
He's got
got charm.
He's got a little swag and
Yeah.
charm to him. He's like, I'm a little nerdy,
yeah.
but like
There's
the
a
fact
Dewey
that
charm.
that he sleeps on top of his wife on a twin bed is crazy.
Yeah, that's literally not the fact that he's a sheriff of this town.
What do you think
is
Woodsboro pays their sheriffs? Like $25K? Why does he have a twin bed?
Well, you would no, because Courtney Cox has all that weather girl money or whatever she was.
Nah, she's a failed
Reporter.
author.
Reporter money.
She should retire.
and author money as well.
Yeah. She's holding out on Dewey. I think she wants to be a trophy wife despite making more money.
I'll tell you who's got fucking baller money. That one, Sidney,
She's
selling
just cashing
books.
in for all these books?
Yeah, but she
Out of the Darkness, literally, that is a bestseller. She's literally out of the darkness. She's on a talk show.
Such a good name for a book.
I'm almost positive that's a very common book title.
Is it the name of every book ever?
No, like in most movies, whenever there's a trauma victim, isn't their book title always Out of Darkness?
It's like the name of every trauma, abuse victim, or gay in the history of time is Out of Darkness.
I'm gonna do my own Google search.
Funny you say that. The title of my 114th book, Out of Darkness.
Were you gay with that one?
Yeah, I was super gay in that
You
book.
came out of darkness, out of the
I was also
closet.
lording in that book.
I spent 10 years lording in that closet.
Matt, fact check Hayden Panettiere, Bring It On. What Bring It On movie was she in? Because I know she was in
She was in
one
the
of
very
them.
first one, I think.
No.
No?
No.
We sure about that?
Matt could look it up. Be quick about it, too, before I beat you.
There's also just a lot of books called Out of Darkness.
Anybody else here a fan of Rory Culkin or just me?
I think he's great in this movie.
He drops a swaggy one-liner at the end before he dies.
Yeah. I like him. I've been trying to watch a movie with him that I want to watch and do on this podcast eventually.
Which one?
It's called, I told you about it, I think it's called Lords of Chaos.
Yes, you have mentioned
Where
it.
he's like, I I don't think it's a true story, but it could be. I don't know. Him in like a Swedish death metal band in Oslo.
That's hot. So yeah, we get introduced to ex-boyfriend Trevor.
Yes, and all we know about Trevor is he thinks they could get together despite him cheating. For some reason, he's like, but it's not a big deal.
He's like, babe, I only cheated like 4 or 5 times. It's cool.
He's like a really good red herring, though. Like I know, like this movie does Scream.
Yes.
The franchise gives like the best red herrings. Like there's so many times where like it's this guy. I feel like him and the girl deputy who bakes the lemon squares are token red herrings in this movie.
And I think it could have been tossed up between Rory Culkin and his friend in the movie.
Yeah,
like, I thought it could have been either one.
Yeah.
See, I've seen this movie a lot, so what I was trying to think about, like when I first watched it, like who did I think was it? I can't remember though.
I'm pretty sure I thought it was Officer Judy for the majority.
I did
because it seemed to make the most sense.
I did as well.
Granted, the route they go makes perfect sense.
The route they go is great because like you really do think it's Trevor, and then you realize like from those opening kills in the house, like because it makes sense when they're killing the friend next door. Mm-hmm. It really does make sense that it is who it is.
Yeah.
All right, we're back in good old Woodstock borough.
Yes. So Sydney's doing her book tour. Allison Bree's her PR person. Gail comes in. They say hi, yada, yada. But Officer Dewey's going to come in and say, this is an active crime scene now. I'm going to need you all to stay calm. They search Sydney's car. They find a bloody knife, blood everywhere, and now they all know there is a new Woodsboro killer. There
we go.
That's the fourth.
There we go. Now, we need to talk about the elephant in the room. That is the lovers' quarrel between them, and it's not because they're sleeping on a twin bed together. It's because she wants to be more active in this, and he's like, "Listen, now that I'm the sheriff, I can't have you up in the crime scene. You need to separate and create some boundaries." Right. But because they sleep in a twin bed, there's a lot of crossfire.
A lot of it.
Yeah. But to Mike's point, or your point, Mike's been lording over this podcast. So
straight lording.
I do know that they're going to check. They're going to see the bloody knife, everything, so that they're going to have to take in Sydney.
Right. So Gail is she's dealing with writer's block right now.
Okay. So I got to interrupt. So I'm so sorry.
I love.
You're right with the writer's block, though. You can go over that.
No.
Because there's something very important. Adam Brody really, really just check his mannerisms and how he commands a screen.
Look at you see that shit?
Can we just replay this? Just look at him.
Look at him. What a smoke show.
And he is so like in the background of this movie, but man, look at
that,
him,
dude.
He has another scene that comes up quickly where he does like a little prance on screen, and it's fabulous.
So we talk about like his character and Jennifer's body is so fucking peak.
It's literally goated.
It's peak comedy.
Yeah, he's fucking incredible.
He's amazing in that movie. He's wearing eyeliner. How crazy is that?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the fact that Adam Brody and Anthony Anderson are in this movie as like the buddy cops.
Actually, so you know, I think Wes Craven was paying homage to himself. I feel like those two police officers were supposed to be like the two police officers and The Last House on the Left.
Maybe.
Just as a little last, because it's his first ever movie, and with this being his last ever movie, it was almost like paying an homage to that with the two comic relief cops.
I love how you say
homage.
Homage.
No, it's homage.
You're so French.
I'll be honest, I get it from Ben Affleck and Pearl Harbor.
It's
an homage.
Big Michael Bay guy, Shane?
I mean, Titanic, for its faults of really underplaying the Pearl Harbor, it's a really good movie. Because if you watch that movie, you're like, yeah, Pearl Harbor was bad, but man.
Oh, this is
Josh Hartnett shouldn't have slept with Ben Affleck's girl.
Oh my God. By the way, this is the scene where he prances across the screen. Just take note of how he commands the screen very quickly. Check Adam Brody here.
Look at this. Unbelievable. Unreal. That's unreal talent and swagger.
That's such a Brian thing to notice.
Also,
of
Matt,
course I noticed it because watch him. Look at the swagger.
Look at that shit. Matt, did you check Bring It On for me? I want to know which one she was in.
Who?
She was
Hayden
in
Panettiere.
Bring It On, All or Nothing.
Was it like
All
the
or
first one?
Nothing. Is it the first one?
Not the first one.
Who's in the first one?
Kirsten Dunst.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I forgot who else. But I just remember.
Dwayne Wade's wife.
Gabrielle Union?
Yeah. No joke.
Shaney. How many Bring It Ons are there?
Probably like 12 or
Well, there's
13.
Bring It On.
There's
Bring It
6.
On again.
There's 6.
All or Nothing. That's
Wait, there's 6 Bring It Ons?
Correct.
Could you believe that Gail Weathers did not like Officer Judy's lemon squares?
Yeah, what a bitch.
There's definitely because Judy
The
likes
third one.
third one. Okay.
she's in the third one?
Yeah.
Judy likes obviously Dewey, and there's definitely some conflict. So like he's having an interview with Sidney right now. She's not gonna let Courtney Cox in, but Courtney Cox is getting in either way. And she even throws in her face that her baking treats sucks.
I bet they're good though.
They're definitely good.
I
She's
would eat
jealous.
her lemon
They're definitely
squares.
good. They're definitely good.
Yeah, but anyway, Gail, she wants to like.
Do you think lemon squares is a euphemism for vagina? Because she's blonde, so Dewey's eating her lemon square?
Oh my god.
So like her pubes are blonde too.
Yeah.
Is that a lording move?
He did it, so no.
Fair.
Like if like me or you said that, like that's fucking lording.
It's
I actually
peak
think
lording.
I'm onto something.
You might be right.
Like,
Why do I feel like you're gonna have Matt look
the
this
whole
up?
sexy thing. I think it is.
right? That's
Lemon
her
squares?
lemon square.
They could have had her bake anything.
But
Fucking
yeah,
lemon squares.
that's pretty sexual.
Because like, isn't like a side term for like vagina like a box?
No, yeah, it's a lemon square.
So yeah, box square.
You know, it's got a little acidity to
Carpet,
it.
box.
Square shaped.
Yeah.
What do you think is Dewey's appeal though? Is it the charm? Is it the nerdy charm?
He's like a nerdy cop.
And they're actually, she's just a man in uniform. Girls love a man in uniform.
That's true. He's also horrible at his job.
He's really bad at it. He has a twin bed at home.
He literally lords over that bed.
Yeah, so they're cousins or something.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
should mention that. Emma Roberts is Sydney's
Cousin.
Cousin, yes.
Yeah, and she got a
I was gonna say
call.
niece,
She got a
cousin.
call. What's your favorite movie? And yeah, so that's why they got called into here as well because she got a call from the killer.
Also, Kirby makes a point that she didn't get a call. Is that like a red herring move too?
Yes.
I never for 1 second ever believed it was her.
Me either, but
Probably because her hotness took me
Yeah,
over.
and did you see how tan she is?
I love a good tan.
I would have let her kill me.
That's sort of lording on your part. You're getting it now. See, that's lording. You're lording all over me.
Oh my good lord!
Matt, time check.
33 minutes.
And you guys are 26 minutes into the movie. Alison Brie, publicist, good at her job.
Actually, I think too good at her job. That's why
She's-
Sydney doesn't like her.
She's fantastic at
Because
her
she's
job.
pushing book sales, she's pushing Oprah, she's pushing MTV News, but Sydney, she's about the real thing. She wants to solve the crime. She don't want the glitz and the glam. She wants the dirty clues and hunches and blood.
Okay.
See, but like why she's good at her job, she only cares about one thing, the bottom line.
Yeah.
Which is what's her job title? Publicist?
She's a publicist, yeah.
Yeah, that's all they should care about. And
It's the publicity.
Yeah. Get more publicity.
She should do a sex tape.
You think that's the best way to get some publicity?
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Sex
You're not
tape.
wrong.
Ask Kim Kardashian.
Yep. And they have this chick who's from Battlestar Galactica. She plays the president, so she's here. This is star-studded. Like it's
Yeah,
good.
literally everyone is in this movie. So they're gonna do this whole nighttime thing where Emma Roberts and Hayden Panettiere are hanging out. They're friends across the street. And
Everybody is here though, and there's two police
police
stations
officers.
outside.
But that's what makes it so suspicious that the killer still gets into her place brutally. Probably one of the most brutal kills in the Scream series, where like you see her disemboweled, and the friend is just off right away. But important things to note in this: Sidney Campbell runs over to try to help. She's too late. Then Emma Roberts comes in. Emma Roberts takes a knife slash to the arm. So that completely throws you off the scent.
Oh, yeah.
of it being Emma Roberts.
Well, because Trevor also comes up into the room.
Right after the Billy move.
Yeah, so he's like... And Sidney sees him there. I mean, that's kind of suspicious, too.
Yeah. Because they also sent him away, and that's when the murder starts.
The murder. Yeah.
So...
And this is her red herring moment where she's just like quietly walking through
the
a dark
dark?
hallway.
Yeah.
And doesn't she just disappear into the... Like, she backs up into the darkness?
Yeah,
pretty
like
funny.
she's Homer Simpson in that meme where he walks backwards
Into
into
the
the
bush.
bush. Also, she makes a point like her and Sidney went to high school together and they like were in a play together
Yeah, no.
and
This
they had
movie...
sex one time.
Great...
I'm kidding.
Great red herring.
Is that a twin bed?
Does everybody have a fucking twin? Guys, up your bed game. Start hoarding on your bed.
Okay. To be fair,
That's-
these are literal children.
No, that's bigger than Dewey's bed though. Like that might be a king.
That might be a queen, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but these girls are in high school.
And you're saying that they have a full bed?
I didn't have a queen when I was in high school.
I did.
Did
I
you,
think.
Mike?
No, I was probably still rocking a twin back then.
Yeah.
I started with a twin. I think I did get a queen, though, when I moved upstairs.
See?
Yeah.
I am sleeping on a king now. It is nice. I'll be
I
honest.
can imagine. It sounds beautiful.
I'm not ripping on any type of bed. I'm ripping on Dewey being a fucking sheriff, having a twin bed and a wife.
Making $25,000 salary as a sheriff.
He's the sheriff. He only gets $22,000 a year.
It's crazy that the sheriff is only making twin bed money.
He's literally making money.
See, like,
that can
this
only...
girl's real tan, and she's in a bra. But I don't want to comment on her too much because she's obviously very young.
These kids, they're in high school?
Yeah, they're seniors in high school.
Seniors?
Because they go to like the nerd high school club or whatever soon.
Yo, that for nerds, that is like a very poppin' club. I'm gonna be honest, like that. Those nerds would be really cool in our high school.
Yeah, I mean, nerds were kind of liked in our high school.
It's not in the closet, guys. The killer is not in the closet. Kirby has confirmed that because on the phone he says I'm in the closet, but it didn't mean that it was their closet.
Right.
Next door, like you said. Horrible kill, gruesome kill.
Yes.
The cops are outside. They didn't do anything. And for some reason, I feel like these cops should be reprimanded and they're just given a slap on the wrist by doing
They
it.
actually get to keep the same post.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't...
Do you think they got a raise to like 19,000?
Those deputies are making literally like $15K a year. Like, it's crazy because I feel like they work more hours in a day than they get paid a year. Oh, my God.
Okay. So eventually they go to the hospital for Emma Roberts' arm. She doesn't want to talk to Sidney. She's mad at her. Sidney's going to talk to her publicist. Sidney's going to fire her publicist. Sidney's publicist is going to go into a garage by herself while a killer is out. Then get called, chased, stabbed, thrown off a roof, and lands through a news van dying.
Yeah, I mean, like, she's a career woman.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to have to walk into a parking garage at some point in your career. It's going to happen. Yeah, and she's going to get ghost-faced.
Right. She gets thrown off a roof during a news press conference.
Yes.
Right on the van. And
Yeah, Dewey's like, yo, guys, I got a twin. I'm at $22K a year.
I'm like lording over this bed. He's doing the press conference. He does like kind of have like an interaction with Gail during the press conference where he's like, we're not doing this now. We're going to do this later. And that's when the body hits the van, not the floor, the van.
The van roof.
And then Dewey is going to make his $22K a year worth by hopping on top of the van. Check this out.
Did you notice how quickly the sheriffs get up to the roof? That would take them minimum 5 minutes to get up there.
Let's take the stairs.
Instantly, they're like, Sheriff, there's no one up here. Get a bigger bed.
His mustache is bigger than his bed.
I actually think that mustache makes him look better, honestly. If
fucking
he shaved that
blanket.
off, he'd look like my foot. My foot that makes 21K.
That's right. Yeah. We're gonna cut to the Glee Club. These two dudes, right? You got Rory Culkin, who I forgot his name, Charlie, and then who's the other guy? Eric Knutson's character, I forgot his name. They do the Glee Club. They were able to get two special guests, right? They were able to get Gail Weathers and they were able to get Sidney Campbell to the club. It's a packed house. They're talking about the new style of killer. This is really yeah. And this is probably the biggest fucking tell that one of them is the killer, because they're talking about the way that this killer kills, which is videotaping the kills. You find this out when they start setting up a webcam. That the killer kills. It's going to be the new style of killer, recording their, like, live streaming the murders. Thing is, Gail and Sidney are there. They feel their end of the bargain, but I feel like these guys don't fill their end of the bargain.
No, they do literally nothing for Sidney, and
they ask them questions. They don't get answers or information.
I feel like this whole scene is just, to be fair, a plot device to get Courtney Cox to the stab fest.
Yeah, I agreed. To sneak in to find out the information, because they're asking for invites. They don't get the invites which is kind of crazy, because, like, why would they get invites to here and not to fucking Stabathon?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like
you would definitely want them there.
that is crazy.
You know what's crazy? 13 years later, live streaming is still, like, a big thing.
And that's what I'm saying. It wasn't at this point. This kind of predicted it, and that's probably the greatest part of this movie.
Yeah.
Is it the foresight to know
pretty cool.
that was actually going to be.
What do you think, like, we could do to, like, get this podcast bigger? Like, Get Ready With Me's, those are big. ASMR videos. I've seen the fucking Get Ready With Me where some girls, like, get ready with me to go to a funeral. No joke, I've seen it before.
A couple of IRL streams.
We could do a mukbang. People love watching other people stuff their face.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, they don't even talk. They'll just, like, eat, and they're like, and they just eat more. We should start doing that.
Yeah, I'm good, dude.
We should do, like,
I'm so good.
I think we should do like shorts, but like horror meat cute shorts. Like, we meet up at a bakery. We don't know who each other are, and, like, I pick up a quiche, and I'm like, wow, this quiche looks very tasty. It kind of looks like that one scene from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1974, where Gunnar Hansen throws that girl on the hooks.
I actually, low key, love this idea. That's such a lord move of you.
I'm trying to lord.
He's been lording.
Yeah, I'm trying to lord.
At least half of this room has been lording.
Let me cook. Is this couch bigger than Dewey's bed? Like,
yes, it probably also costs more than the 21.5 he makes.
So let's go to Stabathon. Basically, Stabathon is a big setup for Gail Weathers to set a bunch of cameras to try to catch something from happening.
But dude, it's a big production. Do you see what they're doing? And Kirby's in the front row, and they have like a whole barn set up. It's not like a small thing.
Yeah.
They have everybody there. Like, this is probably like a 22 to 23K production. It's a sick setup. I honestly, like, when I saw this, the first thing I thought of, like, this is what Debauchery Fest needs to be.
Right.
Yeah.
We need to get here, and what we do is when our podcast gets bigger and bigger, and I own a barn one day, we're going to throw Debauchery Fest once a year, where we're going to screen 3 movies a night, and it's going to be the 3 highest viewed episodes of the year.
I like that.
Yeah.
We need a barn. Matt, get on that.
That's
Matt,
a lording.
can you look at how to get a barn for literally $22,000 to $23,000?
Yeah. Is a barn more or less than $20,700?
Jesus Christ.
So yeah,
Like, for Detective Officer Dewey to do this, he'd have to work like 4 years for it to even be feasible.
He also has to pay off his car.
Got to pay off his car, pay off his new bed.
So I will admit, like, Gail Weathers looks very good contrasting with the straw. you see this color contrast?
it is pretty remarkable.
What, that Courtney Cox looks like straw?
Yeah. So, yes, she's going to get stabbed at this place. I think Dewey gets there to save her, or he gets called that she's been stabbed They get her to the hospital. She survives. Is it simultaneously, though, while this is happening, Sidney and Emma Roberts get attacked? Or is it just a little later?
Okay, we have to go pretty more in depth in this scene, though. She's setting up her, 4 webcams.
Yeah.
And then Ghostface, who's obviously been watching her the whole time, also has his own setup.
Yes, that is true. So he has been live streaming it the whole time.
But yeah, then when we go back to the buddy cops.
Yes.
Cops in the car on the stakeout.
This is where they get killed, though, because they make the joke that, I'm dead, blah, blah, blah. And then they're talking about Bruce Willis and how, Bruce Willis would survive situations like this. But then Adam Brody gets stabbed in the head, and then
Anthony Anderson gets stabbed in the head.
Well, how's Brody gets his throat slit?
Yeah, I think he just gets killed. Yeah. But he gets stabbed because then he has that crazy scene where he walks after his brain is literally stabbed. He probably wouldn't have motor function, but he's gonna walk, and then he's gonna have this incredible scene where he says "fuck Bruce Willis."
Yeah,
he's gonna swing at the air. Yep, and he's gonna get to his knees, and he's gonna say "fuck Bruce Willis." He's gonna die. Ghostface is gonna watch him, and Dewey's still gonna have a twin bed.
Yes. From this scene, this is when Sidney and Emma Roberts get attacked. No, is Emma in this scene when they get attacked?
I think she's already snuck off, right?
Oh, yes, she has. So it's just Sidney
Sidney and Jill's mom.
Yes, and Jill's mom here. They're gonna bar the door. She's gonna hold up her back against the door, and then she's gonna get stabbed in the back through the mailbox.
She did not account for the mail slot. That was the problem. And one thing I'll make it Ghostface may not be the most imposing killer or the strongest one, but will find that one little sliver to stab you because it gets very stabby.
Yes. Officer Judy is then also here as the red herring again.
Does not have any lemon squares on her.
No. So this is when everyone's going into panic mode, and Sydney's going to burst out, and she's going to try to get to Jill, who is at Hayden Panettiere's house.
Yeah, all of the people, because their party gets basically interrupted.
Yes.
So they're gonna just hang out at the killer pad, at the Kirby pad.
Well, the party got ended because Courtney Cox got stabbed.
Yeah, she got stabbed. Yeah, and they do actually they rush her to the hospital. She's seriously injured. Looks like she got stabbed in the shoulder though. So
she will survive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's established later exactly where she gets stabbed.
Yeah, I want to talk about that.
Well, we'll get there. We will get there. So they're at this place. Now there's sort of a sexual tension going between Charlie and
it's been teased the whole movie.
Hayden?
It's been teased because he likes her a lot. Apparently he's been liking her. I feel like she kind of likes him too, but
she does.
Wasn't super open about it. But then when they have their moment, they're gonna get really close. They're about to kiss, and then they're interrupted by Trevor again.
Yeah.
Who was there because he got a text, but
they don't know where the text came from.
No, he says it came from Jill. Jill says she doesn't have her phone.
It came from her phone. They're saying that they don't send it. No one sent them from the text.
So Jill leaves to get her phone. Trevor's interrupting this session. In the meantime, the other live streamer guy, he's outside. And he's talking about how his career's over before it started because he got Gail Weathers stabbed at his party. And from that moment, Ghostface is going to come and get old Ghosty on him. He's going to give him the Ghost 2.
Yeah, Ghost kind of, sometimes he just does these running kills where he just runs in a straight line. Yeah, he's got and this is what you think, who walks in a straight line? Someone who's fit, someone who's probably a cop. But that's not the case.
No, not at all.
I like his last dying words.
I'm gay.
Yeah, because his whole idea that you're gay so you can't die, it didn't work.
No.
He's like,
Killer
I'm gay, if that helps.
Killer must know about that whole trope.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Doesn't help. He's dead.
It's like the killer's one of his closest friends.
Oh my!
Officer Judy.
Officer Judy with the lemon squares. How do you feel about Hayden Panettiere in a blazer?
Big fan.
She looks real good.
How do you feel about Emma Roberts in a plaid shirt?
I like that
She
more.
looks real good too.
Yeah. It's a good twosome. Yeah, she's showing up. This is a thing. what's going on? Sidney's there. It's crazy. You need to come with me. Ghostface comes in, chases them up the stairs.
Also, this is Kirby's house?
Yes.
This house is super fucking nice.
Yeah, I was
wonder
thinking-
what her parents do. They're definitely not sheriffs.
Yep, you definitely won't see them.
I can tell you what, she doesn't have parents.
Yep.
Because this is a
None
horror
of them do.
movie, and no one has parents.
In Wordsboro, though, like Callie, like she's got to be like all these people in the suburban area have to be really well off.
Yeah. You remember Nev's or Sydney's house was huge.
Tell you
Stu's
what,
house was huge.
definitely making more than $22K a year to be able to buy that.
So is the sheriff the only one who doesn't get paid in Woodsboro?
Yeah, because he's horrible.
100%.
Yeah, so, the classic Scream chases are going on, but then Kirby is going to look out the window and see Charlie, and he's, like, panicking. He's like, help, 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 Ghostface is here, Ghostface is here.
Right. And he's like begging to her because
Yeah.
they just had this real sweet moment where they almost tongued.
Yes. But then he's gonna be, like, struggling outside, and she's going to go out to him, and this is when he reveals that he's the killer because he's going to stab her 2 times.
Yeah,
Right in the gut.
Right in the gullet.
Missed all of her vital organs, though.
yeah, that's true. Thing is, though, like this scene was impactful because this is an opportunity she has to save him, right? Because he's tied up outside with the light on the outside focused on him. Before that, he was banging on the door. She wouldn't let him in. She didn't know if she could really like trust that he was not the killer or not.
And Sydney even advises her. She's like, if you can't trust him, don't open
the door.
It also revealed that she's a bit of a movie nerd herself because she
yeah.
gets all these questions right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, so he is one of the killers.
I also want to say I love that scene because she made me realize how ridiculous it was, how many horror movie remakes they did in that small period of time between like 2005 to like 2010.
Yeah,
She names like 10 movies all within that time span that just remade.
Oh, Kirby.
Yeah.
When she does that, yeah.
It's crazy. So it's, Charlie reveals he's the killer. Then the big shock is Jill Roberts comes out, reveals she's the second killer. They show that they're going to do the whole Sidney's dad thing, but this time with Trevor, that they're going to kill Trevor and frame him as the killer. And I actually really like this whole like conglomerate explanation of both killers.
The reveal is great. The framing of the kills makes a lot of sense. It doesn't feel like forced. It feels really, really like clever.
Mm-hmm.
Never once did I think she was even remotely involved as the killer. They really do a good job of pigeonholing you to think Trevor as one of them, in my opinion, or like at least in that scene, him or someone that was in that house.
Yeah.
But I never for once thought it was her.
No, it's a unexpected twist and a good twist because it makes sense, and that's
Yeah.
what you want. You want a twist that makes sense, and like I get this. I also fucking love her psychotic turn on.
Well,
Right
she
here,
literally shoots this kid in the dick.
she might have some of the most like sensible. I mean, she's crazy, but like the sensible motivation. So she's doing it off pure jealousy. Whereas, like, I remember as much as I loved the first movie, it's incredible. The motivation was kind of ridiculous.
for Stu, it made no sense.
Like he was going along for the ride essentially.
Yes. Well, that's the same thing in the second one. Billy's mom has the motivation, and then Stu Hamill is just insane.
Yeah.
Timeo?
Timeo. Yeah.
Timeo is just insane.
Yeah. I mean, he was like, the logic was like, I'm doing it to do it.
do it.
Like it's crazy.
And like they kiss real quick here.
That was, so no,
What do you
it
think,
makes sense though.
Quick passion or?
Why not?
Yeah,
Why
let's
not?
do it.
Fire it up.
Passion bump. Passion bump. Passion
It's
bump.
weird because he does even mention that like he waited 4 years for the other girl, but I guess at that point it just like it was all for show because like it never happened. So
Yes.
he like gave up on it and he was like secretly like probably with her at this point.
I don't think they were ever together. I think she gave the illusion that they were going to be together because I think this was ultimately she was playing him from the beginning.
I completely agree with you. I think that he was like thinking this was.
Oh
gonna
yeah,
be
yeah,
it.
yeah. I just don't think they actually like did anything together.
Honestly,
Oh, I agree.
I was him though, and I realized that like Kirby actually liked me back. I probably would have dropped this whole
Cancel
thing
the
and be like-
plans.
yeah, because like it's better than being a serial killer, having a hot ass girlfriend.
So like, what is the logic for him to do this? Like,
I think he's just like all about the fucking. He's about the game. He's about the horror life.
Yes.
It's like
He wants to be the new age.
Yeah, the new age killer. Yeah,
killer.
living the making a story about him being a part of the horror movie.
I also think this is the first girl that acknowledged his existence, so he was willing to murder for her.
That's fair.
I think that's also like, but I do agree with everything.
I mean,
you
he's
guys
got
said.
awesome fucking hair.
Got
really
good
does.
hair, good
Great
flow. Yeah, so he's ready to take it like in the shoulder.
She stopped him right in the heart.
Yeah, right in the fucking heart.
Yeah. So she kills him. Sidney makes the connection, between Billy and Stu having this plan, but then Stu ultimately getting killed and being the fall guy for all of it.
Nev Campbell's probably like, I've seen this so much at this point.
She says that, I think, in the 5th one. She's like, I'm sick of this shit.
And her motivation is she wants to be the star.
Yes.
She's tired of Sidney's bullshit.
Yeah, I love it. Like Brian said, I think it's a great motivation.
Sidney gets all the talk shows, all of the Out of Darkness books, all of the king-sized beds, all the money in her pocket, and Jill, her cousin, is getting none of it, yielding none of the rewards.
None of it. What did she ever get? A boyfriend who cheated on her?
Yeah.
She shot his dick off.
Shut
for
that
her.
dick right off. So Jill's going to stab Sidney, presumably dead, and then this is when Jill...
She really becomes unhinged at this point, and it's fucking amazing.
She now has to sell the battery of the situation. So she throws herself headfirst into a painting. She throws herself backwards through a glass table. She rips her own hair out. She scratches her face with dead Trevor's hands.
Definitely think the hair pulling scene is crazy. Because if you look at the amount of hair,
It's an absurd amount of hair.
It's like a clump of Party
never
City.
Come out like that.
Like, it's crazy. Yeah. But fair enough.
She also puts the pointy part of a knife to her
I
shoulder
forgot about that, yeah.
and runs directly into a wall.
Yeah, that's intense.
Yeah.
But that's fair. Like, that's going to be believable because that's going to send her right to the
She
ER.
also like jumps through a table, Dudley Boy style.
Yeah, no, it's crazy and awesome. So all this leads to her getting brought to the hospital. The cameras are right there. They're like, "Oh, you're the sole survivor." Yada. You done it.
She has
Plot twist.
all these like cameras on her now, and she's like finally at peace.
Yeah.
Do you know what I do love about these movies, though? Like, the reality is we know that they're movies, but the situations are so funny because, like, she's executing her plan, and I love how she has to, like, explain her plan when she does it. Mm-hmm. She's like, oh, no. Trevor's the one that killed you, not me. Trevor killed everybody. Yeah. Like, you could just execute the plan and not explain it, but it's a movie.
It's a movie.
You know?
Yeah.
Now we're at the hospital.
Yes, Dewey's gonna talk to Jill. Well, he's gonna talk to Courtney Cox first and have a little, she's making sure she's alive. Then he goes to talk to Jill. He's like, no, Sidney might pull through, and the face Jill makes is incredible.
I think it's the other way around.
What do you mean?
Courtney Cox? No.
He talks to
Jill first.
Jill, then his wife. Right? Because Courtney
You're
Cox
right,
says...
because Courtney Cox says something, and that's what makes them realize Jill's the killer.
Yeah.
Jill, because she's like, I want to write a book with your wife. We could talk about our matching wounds. Stab wounds.
Yeah, she
And then
points to
Courtney
wounds.
Cox is like, how did she know I was stabbed in the shoulder?
But like, this is my criticism. She goes matching stab wounds, and she like kind of like patted her shoulder, and like Dewey's like clicked the realization. And I think is like fucking lightning fast.
Yeah.
Also, because like he's notoriously dumb, right?
Yeah, he's notoriously dumb. He's the sheriff. We know he's bad at his job. We know he's so bad that he makes $22,000 a year to sleep on a shitty twin bed.
He has a kitty bed.
It's like
he makes $19,000 a year.
He's got a little race car bed.
Yeah, he does like have like his like come to life moment where like he puts this together
Really
to
fast.
get beaten by a bedpan.
Oh, she fucks him up. Yeah, she fucks him up.
Yeah, so once she fucks Dewey up with the bedpan, Sidney, of course, has to try to save the day. She doesn't work. Then Courtney Cox has to try to save the day. Then Officer Judy has to come to save the day.
Well, she kind of saves the day though.
She does, but then she gets shot.
Sydney, yeah, she shoots her right in the head. Jill.
Well, no, I meant Officer Judy gets shot.
Jill shoots her right in the head.
Officer Judy?
Yeah, doesn't she shoot her right in the head?
No, she gets shot in the chest. That's why she lives.
Officer Judy? Oh, you're right. I'm so sorry because of the Kevlar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought she got shot in the head. Yeah, she gets shot in the
Jill
thing.
gets shot in the head.
She at the very end of it, she's down for the whole time. Then she
Yes.
reveals it. But Sidney, who's supposed to be in like critical condition, is able to get hit around the entire hospital room.
Yeah.
Gets up and
Not gonna. It looks like she gets.
yeah,
popped
that's
in
what.
the
That's
head
why I
there.
thought about it.
It does.
When
Look
I
at
first saw this, I thought she gets shot in the head.
There's no way that.
Probably because she gets shot in the head.
Yeah, there's no way
mean,
that
like, but-
trajectory was at her
Look,
chest.
but like, look at her face. Like, look at the.
yeah,
like-
that's a headshot right there.
They want you to think it was a headshot. It was a red herring headshot.
Yeah, another red herring.
Is it like supposed to like explode from the Kevlar? But it, like, I don't know. You see like a lot of like
Head movement.
and like there's also like, just like kind of spit and stuff that comes out. I don't know.
I also love how there's clearly no way, even if she kills all these people, would ever get away with this.
Oh yeah, I agree with you. She's fucking toast.
But like, she's so fucking consumed by like fame.
At this point, I think she just wants the killer.
Sidney plus defibrillator equals
Clear.
in her head.
Yeah. So this should kill her.
It would like put her in a. It would destroy her brain. Like,
Yes. But of course it doesn't. She gets up one last jump scare. She gets shot in the head. So we see that Dewey obviously is alive. We see Officer Judy was wearing the Kevlar. She's alive. And we have a happy ending to the series with the three of them still alive. Four of them if you count Officer Judy. And that was the end of it for 10 years. Or 11.
What's the gap between 3 and 4?
That's actually the longest gap.
It is the longest gap.
Oh my God.
4 to 5 is the longest gap because 3 to 4 is what, like 10 years? I think it's 10.
So it might be 10 to 10.
Yeah. Imagine going 10 years with 2 like pretty strong
Yeah.
sequels.
I guess it takes more than 9 months to record these horror sequels. Studios, pay attention.
But now they're
Why Saw X was better than half the Saws that came out. They actually took time.
but now they're pumping them out, right? Like all the time.
It's like every 2 years now.
That's fair.
Well, it's only been 2 that have come out. So one was a 10-year gap, and then the other one came 2 years after.
Right.
So it depends when 7 hasn't even started filming yet. So
So you've seen the.
I've seen all 6.
Do you think they did justice to the?
5's really good. 6 is good, a step down, but I really did enjoy 6. So far I'm going to say they've done Wes Craven well.
That's good. I should.
But to
watch
be
them.
fair, the people who took over Scream are the people who did like Ready or Not and did a couple other of those like movies like that.
What's the name of that
but
production
I
company?
can't, it's
Fucking
the big
forgot.
one, and
Yeah.
I can't think of it.
Mike, I would agree with Shane. I would definitely watch 5 and 6.
Yeah, I'm gonna check them out.
They were both very good.
Yeah, I'll check
5
them out.
especially. I love the villains in 5.
Yeah.
The reveal is so great.
It's been a while since I've seen it. I
Yeah.
saw it in movie theaters. I think I saw 5 and 6 in the movie
Yeah.
theaters, and they were both pretty good.
Yeah.
So.
Agreed. So that's the end of Sequel September. That's the end of Scream 4. I'm gonna go into my review. If you can't, I mean, is it perfect? No, but it's really damn good, which is why I'm giving it a nice hot 8 out of 10. It's the hottest cast we've had in a while. It's the best acted cast we've had in a while because we're coming off of 3 from Hell, Final Destination 5, Return to House on Haunted Hill, and it's all I'll always know what you did last summer. I actually think if you put all of these people, half of them, in a coma, it still would have been better acted than the 4 we've done this month. So this movie was a breath of fresh air to what has been a very tough Sequel September to get through. So 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I've seen this movie a lot of times. I did rank it as my favorite.
Second favorite, I thought.
No, I went 4-1.
Oh, you did.
So yeah, this is my favorite. It holds up well all these years later. Felt like it was ahead of its time, and I feel like 13 years later, it hasn't aged poorly. I feel like it's still like relevant, I guess is the word. Yeah, the cast is great. There's a lot of like wit and humor. It's quick. It's charm. It's well acted. I think when I first watched it, I was pretty shocked by like Emma Roberts being so like it's good reveals, good kills. Not a lot of plot holes, which is always nice as we coming off the 3 plot holes from hell. Yeah, I don't have like really any problems with this movie. 8.
There we go.
Decent 8.
Brian.
Yeah. 7 for me, but like a really strong 7. I do really like this movie. Do agree. The cast is always like in these movies are great, but I think for me it's like always like the clever writing, the meta, the parody of it is just really funny and refreshing for a horror movie, and they do it well. They've done it well pretty much every movie, and they continue to do so. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's good to see from Wes Craven, his last film. He went out on top. Like I said, it's really fun, a good reveal, and I do think that there's some like ridiculousness in the movie, but I mean that's just kind of like what you come to expect from Scream. So yeah, no, I enjoyed it. It's really good.
All right, a little bit of that necro talk. I'm gonna go. There's a good amount of kills in this movie. I want to go with Trevor because I like his reveal, and I like that she shoots him in the dick first.
Yeah, that's what you get for cheating, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Officer Anthony Anderson.
Okay.
Who gets stabbed through the brain.
Yeah, good. Another good one.
I can't go with Kirby. Like that would be my pick.
Right.
But now knowing what we know, I guess I could go with Anthony Anderson.
You could. He's definitely dead.
I don't even know her name, but the blonde.
I think. No, the blonde.
Oh,
the
that
beginning.
From the beginning.
gory scene, the friend.
She gets fucking slaughtered.
I think her name's Olivia, right? Isn't it? I thought it was.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, that's a good one too, dude.
Like I think you said it. Maybe Brian said it. It might be the goriest kill.
As Shane said it. Yeah,
In the Scream series, yeah.
I do like that kill. I might go with that one.
But I just like the absurdity of Anthony Anderson getting stabbed in the head, and then like staying alive for a little bit after that.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
So I'm gonna stick with that, even though that Olivia, she gets fucking massacred.
Okay. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Olivia.
So Matt, you have to decide. Trevor, Olivia, or
Cop.
Anthony Anderson.
Ant-Man. Hey you.
The dick kill is pretty good, I will admit.
Okay.
And the slaughter kill is pretty.
Yeah, you don't see that often.
All three are very good.
It's too bad you gotta choose one.
I know. I'll go with Anthony Anderson.
All right.
I'll take it.
In the brain.
Should I actually look up his name or just call him Anthony Anderson?
He is Officer Anthony Anderson.
He plays
actually?
He plays Anthony Anderson.
Okay, perfect. Officer Anthony Anderson. You were probably the second best cop in the town behind Officer Judy because Dewey's terrible at his job.
He's terrible. He makes $19,000 a
Adam
year.
Brody was just good at prancing around.
No, he commands a crime.
commands a screen, yeah.
He makes
100%.
He commands a scream.
probably like 25.
He demands a scream, but does he demand a crime scene?
He demands a paycheck.
Yeah, that's for sure.
You don't get paid here. But Anthony Anderson, he was so good at his job, he could do it without a brain.
Yeah, apparently he swings without a brain.
Yeah, I'm telling you. That's a man right there. No brain, still fighting. Still trying to save the day. Some would call him an American hero. Others would call him Officer Anthony Anderson.
Yippee-ki-yay.
He probably also has like at least a queen.
Yeah, he's rocking a queen for sure.
Yeah.
Also got a queen deck.
So, guys, do you guys miss Sequel September already?
To be honest with you, we hype up Sequel September a lot, and this one was definitely a letdown. Besides the last movie, I think. Final Destination kind of was a letdown as well. Wasn't as good as we remembered. No, I'm good. I don't miss it.
Well,
It hasn't even ended yet, and I miss it.
See, that's what I want to hear, because I have good news for people like him. We're extending it into October a little bit.
Oh, we're doing that again?
Excuse me?
We are doing that again?
A little bit, just a little bit, a little tiny bit. Because next week, we're reviewing Hatchet 3. I mean, yeah, it's a sequel, but Hatchet kind of signifies Halloween.
Yeah, we always do the Hatchets around October. I think we've always done it in October.
Hatchet and Halloween have always been done in October.
Yeah, I mean, not gonna be sad. Like, these movies are so fun. Like Daniel Harris, who's also played in Halloween movies.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, love the Hatchet series. Great, like, modern slasher series. So definitely looking forward to it.
Tell you what, sequel September spilling into October, that's lording.
That is lording.
That
Me
is
right
lording.
now drinking this fucking agave nectar with pineapple, I'm fucking straight lording.
You're lording.
He's lording.
I actually like the pineapple one a lot.
It's good.
He's so lording right now.
Fucking lording.
So,
Not having a twin bed,
not lording.
lording.
Oh, lording. Yeah, sorry, I'm getting mixed up. You know
Being a
what?
top sheriff in the police department, making 18th a year, fucking lording.
It's all lording here. So, with that said, we are the final podcast signing off, and we will see you next week where we see Perry Shen for a third time.
Yeah, we will. Plays different characters and everyone.
Hell yeah, he's a different guy in this one.
Yup, you know where to find this crew, www.thefinalpodcast.com. We have all of our content there. New episodes are posted every week at 6 a.m. on Mondays. Feel free to give us a subscribe on YouTube. Feel free to give us the 5 stars. We always ask for it on Apple Podcasts and
Slap a like on
Spotify.
a YouTube video.
We appreciate that. Give us a like, and we will see you next week for Hatchet 3.
Lord out. 19K.
Lording.